Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. Hope you all are doing well. I'm doing as best as I can be doing on a very dreary, rainy Friday. No pool today. But I thought I would do a video showing you what I normally eat in a day. And I shouldn't say normally because my days can be all over the place. For example, you already seen what I had for breakfast this morning on a Friday by myself. It's not even like Mike is home. You know, bacon, eggs, English muffin. I don't normally eat that heavy during the week, but I was starving this morning because I never ate dinner last night. Yesterday was kind of an off day for me. Yesterday was the 3-year anniversary of the passing of my father, so my mood was kind of all over the place all day, and I did a bad thing yesterday in that I hadn't eaten since 3:30 in the morning yesterday, and around 1 o'clock I was just getting like hungry to the point where my stomach felt sick, and I was out running errands. So I honestly went to McDonald's. Now, if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know I don't do the fast food thing just because I feel like crap after I eat it. It's been years. But where we live, there's not a whole lot around here. Even, you know, you have to drive 10 miles to get to any kind of fast food. So again, I was out. So I went to McDonald's and I thought, oh, I'll get some chicken tenders and some fries. Well, they don't have chicken tenders because apparently they're on some national limited menu thing because of COVID. For the love of God, can we just get some chicken? What's COVID got to do with chicken? Anyway, I'm sorry. And I don't do McNuggets. No. Google that on a YouTube, or search that on a YouTube video, how they make the McNuggets. You'll never eat them again either. Anyway, oh my God, I'm going over the place. So I couldn't get chicken tenders, so I got a buttermilk chicken sandwich and a fry. So I finally finished that between 1:30 and 2. Brought it home here, was trying to put groceries away and eat at the same time. By 2:30, I was feeling like crap. I was just feeling like crap. I don't know how people do that on a regular basis. Maybe their bodies get used to it. I don't know. But I didn't even eat supper last night. I grabbed something small out of the freezer for Mike and cooked dinner for him and never ate. But then this morning, Mama was hungry. So that's why I said all that to say that's why I had the bacon, eggs, and English muffin for breakfast. But no, I don't normally eat that heavy on a Friday. And I never do my bacon in a microwave. I always do it usually in cast iron on my stove. But since it was only for me, and I realized that I don't even need 3 pieces of bacon. 2 would have been sufficient because it was a thick cut bacon. So now I'm feeling like bloated again. I don't know what my problem is. Michelle, just stop eating so much. Anyway. Friday, again, if you've been with me for a while, you know I have a routine. I go to the farmer's market on Friday morning. So right now it's 8 o'clock. Normally I would be gone by now, but I do have some other stops I want to make. And since stores that I want to go to have shortened hours now because of COVID, again, COVID is killing me. Not literally, but it's killing my lifestyle. I need to make a couple other stops while I'm out, and most of the stores I need to go to don't open until 10. So now it's putting me behind. So I'm going to start prepping for dinner this morning. So I'm going to spin you around here and show you what I am doing for this evening's dinner. Okay, so what I have on my cutting board is flap meat. I buy this at Costco. It is beef. I honestly can't tell you exactly what part of the steer that this comes from, but it comes in strips like this, and 4 is definitely sufficient for Mike and I. So I got this out yesterday to thaw, and this was supposed to be last night's dinner, but obviously I've told you that didn't happen, so now we're going to have it tonight. So I'm going to marinate this during the day while I'm away. So I'm cutting this into like chunk size pieces. I was going to try to do it on kebabs, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to still do it on the grill, but do it in a grill pan together with a bunch of other veggies. So again, just cutting this up into chunks, and I'm going to put it right back in the bag that I had it frozen in, and just put my seasonings in right in there and stick it back in the fridge for the day. Okay. All right, let me get my bloody cutting board out of the way and wash my hands. As you say, that cutting board's going right in the dishwasher. So the marinade that I'm using, I'm just kind of making it up on my own. The seasoning that I'm going to use is McCormick's Brazilian Steakhouse. You can buy this in those packets that you just mix with a splash of vinegar and some oil, but they're so much more expensive than just buying a bottle that will last you quite a long time. I've used this obviously before, and I've also bought the packets just to add the oil and vinegar to as well. It does have a little bit of a kick to it, so if you do not like spicy foods, this is probably not the seasoning for you. But Mike and I, more so me, I love the heat a little more than he does. So I'm just going to add some seasoning in there, olive oil, this is extra virgin, and just a splash of red wine vinegar. And that's it. I'm going to seal it up, mix it all around, and periodically through the day I will get it out of the fridge and keep mixing it up. But that's it. Back in the fridge till dinner. I think I have a problem. Seriously, like, this is like my new favorite place, and I must be here like every 3 days. Between this location in York and the location in Lancaster, I just keep going back and forth. Hot tea in the morning, cold tea the rest of the day. Needed to pick me up. Okay, here's what I picked up at market. 6 ears of bicolor corn, a beautiful cantaloupe, 2 heads of broccoli, some green beans, celery, a dozen eggs, and then this is just a piece of Italian sausage, and these are some beef sticks and some pepper jack turkey sticks for Mike. And the stand that I bought all my produce from, they forgot to give me my tomatoes. I got 4 big, beautiful tomatoes, and she forgot to hand them to me, and I just now discovered it. Oh, what am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to start cutting up some more vegetables to eat with our steak tonight, or flap meat, whatever you want to call it. So right now I just have part of a sweet onion that I'm going to cut into some bigger chunks, and then I have 3 sweet peppers that I'm going to add as well. I don't eat the peppers and onions, so that's why I want them big, so that I can pick them out. Mike loves them, so he can enjoy them. In the bowl sitting here, I have some shiitake mushrooms that I have taken the stems off of and rinsed them. And they're just sitting there. I'm not going to do them on the grill. Shiitakes are kind of fragile, so I'm just going to do them in the house here in a frying pan with a little bit of olive oil. Alright, so far I have meat, onions, and peppers. Let's keep going. Alright, the last vegetable that I'm going to cut up in here is some asparagus that I had bought several weeks ago, and I froze it. I had already trimmed it and washed it when I bought it, so I don't need to trim it up. I just need to cut it down into bite-sized pieces. Now, Mike and I eat our steak medium rare, which means we're not going to cook it long. And obviously the peppers, onions, and asparagus are not going to take long to cook. If you'd like to eat your beef well done, then you might want to put the meat on the grill before the vegetables. Alright, so all I'm going to do now is drizzle a little bit of olive oil over this. Looks like just a pile of yuck right now. And add some salt and pepper. Don't forget, my meat already has plenty of seasoning on it, so I'm basically just covering the vegetables with some salt, pepper, and oil. And stir that around. And then this whole grill pan is going right on our gas grill. So with the grilled food, we are also going to have side salads. So there's one for each of us. Basically, they have the same thing on them, just that mine's a little bigger than Mike's. The bottom is a little bit of iceberg lettuce and then some organic spring mix, followed by some celery, some shredded carrots, tomato, and sharp cheddar cheese. And then we have some stuff in the fridge I want to eat up. So this is some of the pickled dill zucchini that I buy at market, some of my pickled beets. And then I bought this at Wegmans yesterday. It's just a little appetizer of coconut shrimp with some sweet chili sauce that I will bake in the oven for us. So for our dressing choices tonight, Mike's going to be having this roasted red pepper vinaigrette that I buy at Wegmans. And me, don't know how many of you are familiar with the Columbia restaurant in Tampa. It is the oldest restaurant in Florida. It is Spanish. I had the privilege, let me spin you around so you can look at me and not food all the time. Not that I'm much better, but maybe you'd rather look at food. I don't know. So anyway, I had the privilege of working, when I was working in Florida at AAA, I had the privilege of planning vacations for the family that owns the Columbia. It has been family owned since 1905. Direct descendants from Spain opened it. They have since opened a few more locations. The restaurant that was the original is located in Ybor City in Tampa. So they bottle their own hot sauce, they bottle their own dressing. They're famous for their Columbia salad, and it is exquisite. So my last trip to Tampa in May, I stopped by the restaurant and picked up 4 bottles of their salad dressing to go, and a bottle of their hot sauce. So thankfully it survived the flight home. But when you make the salad, besides the actual dressing itself, you also had a couple drops of fresh lemon juice onto your salad. So that's what I'm going to have on mine. A little bit of fresh lemon juice drizzled on there, and then the Columbia restaurant salad dressing. And here's a little sneak peek. We got our dining room table. Put it together last night. Love it. It just fits. Oh my gosh, we're like wall-to-wall furniture now. But that's okay.
staying with the grill. Just periodically moving things around so everything cooks evenly. All right, it's done. Let's eat. All right, here's dinner. What do you think?
Great as usual.
What?
Great as usual.
Oh, good answer. My after dinner beverage. Dessert. Big old bowls of watermelon.